Pixar is really good at making genres in film, but they never make much of romance. Which is sad. Until WALL-E came out, and it changed Pixar forever.
Just a trim? You look gorgeous.
So, WALL-E came out in 2008. This movie is directed by Andrew Stanton, and it's basically about now in the future, Earth is full of trash. There's not much people living there anymore. The only thing that lives on that planet is WALL-E, an unlikely small little bot that works at a job that he just cleans all the trash for the humans to come back and live there. Until a big, huge ass ship just comes to Earth and he meets Eve, and he kind of starting falling in love with Eve. Until Eve is coming back to her base and WALL-E has to go up to space and find that girl. Now basically WALL-E is literally almost one of my favorite Pixar films. This film is really freaking cute, and I actually really like this film. What I like about this film the most is that, like Ratatouille, the animation gets better and better and better. The look of WALL-E and Eve and all that stuff, it just looks amazing. The animation still holds up. And I know every Pixar film going to say that the animation looks fantastic, but they do. I think Pixar does one of the best animations with Wes Anderson with stop motion animation. That is me, because I love the animation in Pixar films. Also, the characters in film. WALL-E. WALL-E is one of the most... You just can't help but saying this, but WALL-E is one of the most adorable characters in a Pixar film with Boo. Like, literally, WALL-E is like a person, but he just can't talk. He's just a robot. He has to do what he can do, and basically he does have heart, and robots in films don't do that as much. But like Short Circuit, they have heart. Like Johnny Five has heart. WALL-E has a lot of heart. There's a really great scene when he's in his truck, he's watching Hello Dolly. I hope I said that movie right. That scene was really emotional because he's lonely. He just wants someone to love or wants someone to be friend with. And you go through WALL-E's like perspective, and you really feel for WALL-E in this entire film, and you follow WALL-E throughout this whole journey, and it makes WALL-E more of a really fantastic character. Even Eve, I really liked Eve in this film. Like, Eve is kind of like, she's one of the most like toughest out of the robots there. She has like guns and all this stuff. There's a funny scene where he just meets WALL-E and she just points a gun and one's like, ah! And it just, I don't know, it just made me laugh. But the chemistry between WALL-E and Eve is like they're friends, and they're also in love. And you can tell through this whole movie, through the actions and the movements, you can tell they're in love. They don't speak, all they just say is like, WALL-E, Eve, WALL-E, Eve. But throughout the movements, they did that really well. And speaking of not talking in the movie, yes, WALL-E is a silent film to me. It felt like a silent film, and I think that's very different for a Pixar film, because usually films like Toy Story, they're all full of dialogue and all that stuff. This film feels more like a silent film. Yeah, there are some dialogue scenes, including the captain played by Jeff Garlin, which is kind of one of my flaws to me in the film. And yeah, but most of the time, it's a silent film. We just see WALL-E just like running around going, pew 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 pew. And it's just really awesome to see a silent film in a Pixar film. It's kind of like a Pixar short film, but like in like an hour and 30 minutes long. And it's really amazing in this entire film. Yeah, WALL-E does have a bit of flaws. I said it before, Jeff Garlin as the captain, I think he's very forgettable. I think like throughout WALL-E, I'm like, oh, okay, his character, okay, I kind of remember him. That's what makes his character a little bit forgettable. Like, the voice casting of him was great, but I really think he just feels like a necessary character. He just feels like the villain, but now he's not the villain throughout the movie. Otto is the villain, which Otto, I get what I see from Otto, because it's trying to, like, Easter egg 2001 A Space Odyssey. He looks like that robot thing from 2001 A Space Odyssey. Guys, honestly, I haven't seen 2001 A Space Odyssey. I'm going to plan to see it in cinemas, because they're making like a 40mm camera thing, according to Christopher Nolan, and I think it would be a great experience to see that film in that screen. But, as I said, yeah, it does copy off 2001 Space Odyssey. It's so familiar throughout. And, yeah, that just feels a little bit cliche to me. And, like, we've seen villains way more times before in this film. And I just think, like, villains should change around with Pixar films these days. But I love the adventure aspect when WALL-E goes to space. The animation from that looks really beautiful. The way that it's constructed, the animation, a movie about space, it's just really well handled. Guys, overall, WALL-E is a really good romance film about two robots falling in love. We never get movies like that before, and I think Pixar can handle that. WALL-E is definitely one of the better Pixar films out there. I think it bet Ratatouille to the ground. But maybe not as good as the other Pixar films, but WALL-E is getting there. I'm going to give WALL-E an A. So guys, my next Pixar review is going to be up. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen WALL-E. Do you like the movie or hate the movie? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and have a nice day.